personally I felt like a bad person. My name is Koi. I'm originally from Florida and I make educational videos here on YouTube. Originally when I found out about I remember I was watching Earthlings and Cowspiracy and all those things kind of during my own journey towards educating myself and learning more, ingraining myself with more knowledge. And so I kind of instantaneous was I'm gonna go vegan, and I just did it within the next 2 days. But I did it a really poor method. I didn't do any research. I didn't have any idea what I was doing. I just didn't eat meat or dairy or any animal byproducts, and I had a horrible time actually because I didn't know how to eat vegan correctly. I hadn't even gotten close to understanding how to get the right carbs, the right protein, the right things in my body to keep myself energized throughout the day. And so I ended up kind of falling out of veganism for like 5-6 months, and then just going back to eating eggs and different stuff like that. But the more I learned, the more I guess I felt guilty about it, and I just felt I didn't even do it for the health reason. While the health benefit is probably one of the most awesome parts about it, I personally I felt like a bad person when I was eating meat, because I knew in the back of my mind what the cause of that meat getting to my table was. And every time I would eat meat, I just couldn't get over that feeling of being responsible for this, because I was kind of perpetuating the problem and I wasn't really doing anything to stop it or making any new impact to get past that. So about, let's say now, almost 5 months ago, I got all the research done. I did everything I could to figure out what to eat, to know what my diet would be, to have kind of a game plan for going vegan. And I finally I made the switch again, this time correctly, because I had everything put together now, and now I've been vegan for about 5 months, and it's going great, and I absolutely love it. I'm just kind of the person, when I learn something and then I do the research behind it, and it's undeniable, the evidence for it or against it, that I kind of have to go with that, because now I know what's really going on, and it opened my eyes up to it. A problem, I guess, that's occurring that I had no idea was occurring, not only when it came to the environment, but to animals in general. And so I just felt like it was my responsibility to do so, to kind of, go along with that and do what I could to help, even if it's just a small thing like what you eat, not supporting eating meat or eating dairy or any kind of product that comes from an animal. So that was kind of just me knowing that not doing so would be a selfish act, would be me doing it for my own personal cognitive reasons that didn't really apply to the problem that was really going on. I think it's actually, that was the coolest part for me going vegan, was that my body was correcting itself, which was it gives me kind of goosebumps. It was amazing. I had some areas on me that were kind of fatty, and the more vegan I ate, the more that kind of disappeared and went away, and I feel healthier now than I ever had before. I have more energy now than I ever did before. Eating is not only more enjoyable, but it's cheaper, it's easier to cook. You know what's in front of you, what you're gonna make is pretty much the same every single day, and it's just yours to kind of experiment with, and you're not doing any harm because of it. So I feel way better now that I'm vegan than I ever did in my entire life of eating meat and from products like that. I'm vegan for the rest of my life. My advice would just be to do your research fully, so you can understand not only why veganism is an important thing to partake in, but to do it correctly when you go vegan. Don't make the mistake I did. Don't try to do it just right as soon as you figure it out. Do the research, figure out what you need to eat, the right things for your body, how you can implement them into your daily life. Even if it takes time weaning kind of off that process of eating meat and eating different products until you go vegan, it's still you're making progress regardless. So it doesn't have to be instantaneous like I did. I should have taken the time to figure it out correctly and moved into it, slowly but surely, and instead that kind of put me back almost like a half a year, and now I have it figured out. But just take your time, do your research, watch your documentaries, watch lectures on it, listen to these physicians talking on YouTube that know about these topics, and take your time and figure out exactly how you can implement it into your life so it works best for you. I feel like for me, if you haven't seen Cowspiracy, it's more so an environmental documentary, but it's just one that really impacts you in ways I don't want to give it away, but definitely check out Cowspiracy. And then I say, when it comes to just videos in general, people that talk about veganism in a scientific light, is Veg Source. His videos, the way he presents his content is pretty upfront, factual, and really easy to understand.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today, Koi.
It's awesome. I had a lot of fun. My first interview.